Let's go over to Mandii versus Melissa Ford. So Melissa Ford announced that she was going to have a podcast starting not on the Joe Budden Network called MenacePod, but then she actually just changed the name to 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 with Melissa Ford. And her number one enemy, Mandii B, a.k.a. Full Court Pumps, who via tweet history, we can see that she's been hating on Melissa Ford for years. This is not new. She said, podcasting tip.
Read is snarky, though.
You got to do that.
Podcast tip. Search to see if the name is already taken and how active the feed is. You don't want to name your podcast the same name as multiple other shows with the same name. Just a friendly tip.
Upside down smiley face. Yeah, so which is funny because this is actually a good podcast tip because
nigga, it's good, but it's basic.
It's
like,
basic as hell.
But it's the first one, like
it is.
the next
But
time.
it's funny because like when I read that, I was like, that's so funny because I did that with Homeroom.
You have to.
The podcast was just Homeroom
sure.
at first. Then I said, holy shit, there's a bunch of Homerooms. So
we went through that. Yeah,
we have to add the university or nobody will find it.
Literally. There's that, like, that's just branding 101.
Yeah, because I found out, I didn't realize every teacher in fucking history that started a podcast has named something Homeroom, which is fucking lame. But long story short.
Yeah, like, leave it alone, nigga.
Melissa Ford changed the name to 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃.
How soon did this announcement happen after the first announcement?
Not too long because that first one was last Sunday.
Like 5 days, right?
Yeah, it was like 5 days.
It was only 5 days?
Yeah, it wasn't a full 7 days because it was a Sunday when she announced. Well, it might have been a full 7 days.
So is this podcast?
Because it's only Monday now, so.
Yeah, true.
Is this podcast already doomed?
It's not.
No.
Because it changed already?
You don't think that's like a sign?
I think
It's not a
of
premature.
the minds that are behind this?
I don't know.
Bit?
I couldn't imagine that pose with MenacePod.
Yeah. And it's funny because so she went live on IG today, and that was right before we shoot we meet up at 7:30 to shoot Homeroom. So I was watching it and I was screen recording it, and I literally called it right at I screen recorded 11 minutes and I got it at the perfect spot right before you called me. Literally,
Oh, for real?
I think your phone call ends this video.
Oh shit, my fault, nigga.
No, but it's all good because I got exactly what we needed.
So you're gonna see Lawrence number.
So yeah, let's look at this.
Look at the shit you hope for, nigga.
Any words for my number one hater on Twitter? Mel Ford as the bone collector. Funny, right? That was a cute nickname that Joe gave me. Does your iPod travel? My iPod. You're funny. You guys are funny. Let's see here. What's good? Hey, Dorian.
Laugh at that,
hey.
Oh my God.
Would you bring on Superhead?
I giggle until it tickle, nigga.
It's another one. It's another one.
We'll see.
So back to back. So it just in this little 30
That's right. Middle
seconds.
fingers to the
pause.
haters.
Why don't Mel just unleash?
So she don't
on
fuck with
herself?
Superhead, and she
Right.
obviously don't fuck with Mandii.
Right.
Well, clearly, yeah.
But I don't think I want M4 to really give her that smoke at least once.
That's
so.
what. Does any woman
She
in the
doesn't
industry
have it.
fuck with Superhead? Like, nigga.
Probably not.
You know how many marriages have ended because of her?
Yeah.
Because of her
Yeah.
gifts.
Yeah.
Because of her, yeah.
Can you?
Her
How
blessings.
ironic is that? A blessing fucked your life up.
Well, one man's blessing is another man's curse.
But it's I do believe that this pod is still in good hands. It's definitely. I mean, it's a lot of what I've seen on Twitter. A lot of women are still like, "Yeah, Mel, like I fuck with the 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃," like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last time we talked about Mel
name-
and
The 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 name is like.
yeah, it's cool.
How
Because
was MenacePod not available, but 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 was?
Well, 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃, everybody's used that before.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
everybody
saying.
can
How was that available?
You
It's-
can make it anything you want.
do. You
even-
can.
Yeah,
we can name. I can switch this to fucking Bray Idiot.
Well,
so.
maybe Mandy's tweet might have fucked my mentality up
Yeah.
on why they changed the name, but I'm thinking that like it was just already taken.
It is.
So I'm just finding it ironic that MenacePod, something that
Is unique.
it takes a little bit
Yeah.
of creativeness,
Yeah.
but 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 is here.
with Melissa Ford,
like
though.
she'd lower the creativity.
Yeah.
is what
Not
you're
that she
saying?
like is the irony that that's available, but Menopod wasn't. Because
Menopod
it's
wasn't
more
available.
obscure
Both
name.
are available.
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, okay.
So
all
like,
right.
naming your podcast is not like a username. Like we can name ours. We
Well,
can,
yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I just took Mandi's tweet too seriously. Like, I literally thought that she had to change the name because it wasn't available.
No,
and
that
they
wasn't
blew,
it.
they blew the load. That's
No,
why I
that
asked you. I was
was-
like, nigga, is this shit in good hands?
No. It's just she's like creative girl.
This shit is in
Yeah.
good hands. Because
Okay.
last
Okay.
time we talked about it, I forgot why I said it, but I think I was like, yeah, she's trying to make the new View, which I really think could happen. Like
Yeah.
the younger version of the View.
about to
You know what I'm
say.
saying?
Yeah.
But she was like, I had this.
Young-ish
But she was like, I
version.
switched the name, and she actually mentions it a little bit more further down in this video. She was like, I switched the name, but don't worry, I'm not gonna abandon like the first couple of episodes. I really want to talk about this journey that we're on at the women of our age and stuff like that. So it's like she does want to talk about menopause and hot flashes.
Yeah.
Like that's.
How?
But it sounds
She
like
should
she doesn't
talk
want to
about
make that
how-
the whole thing.
But yeah, now it's got a double entendre where you have to talk about hot flashes and having sex. Now it's hot flashes and horny content.
And
like
that's
that's the double entendre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is that Mel's? Should that be Mel's brand? Like,
don't
why
know.
isn't Mel's brand just bad bitch? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know
I feel
about
like her brand should just be.
I don't
just
think
There's
I wanna-
only so many ways to sell that right now.
not necessarily.
There's only
Like,
so
I'm-
many ways to sell that.
Bro, like I'm not tuning in to hear about like 50-year-old woman hot flashes. I don't know if you're 50 male, but you know, I'm not tuning in for
close.
that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
She's still attractive. It doesn't matter her age.
It's just not. I'm not doing it.
I don't know. It just seems a little bit more like humid when they
And
do
I
it.
also don't want to tune in and hear her talking about sexcapades because I know they're not even going to be sexcapades.
Or she's
like-
gonna
like
tell
when
the
I-
story wrong.
Like when I was first getting into like podcasts and loudspeaker and shit, I would listen to like lip service just because like it was part of the loudspeaker network, so I will watch it. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like at a certain point, like when I saw Angela Yee still doing lip service, I was like, "You're too old for this." I've generally felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to hear you.
Well, that's
Put your
there's a lane
pussy
for
you
that,
away.
though.
also
It's just
you
not
also
you.
should feel like that.
I should be
Exactly.
watching it. Probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you wasn't watching Kevin Samuels. Like, man, this what the fuck? This nigga old as shit doing this shit.
Right.
So it's
That was different. If Kevin Samuels was
Different
like,
subject matter.
yeah, if he was like, I was out here dropping D off,
Yeah.
I'd be like, this is crazy for a
Nigga,
50-year-old nigga.
Kevin
Depends on how
was,
you-
there's
re-
niggas
he
like
was
that.
reviewing.
Shout the book of Alpharonomy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
There's
there's
niggas
niggas
out
like that,
there
for
There's
sure.
real niggas
Yeah,
out
that's a
there
whole
like
fact.
that. But
But yeah, nobody wants to hear about that.
At least
Us. And,
Yeah, us.
And we're not her
dude.
demographic, clearly.
We're not.
and
right.
does it make it worse that the podcast, like we said before, isn't sanctioned by the JBP or the Joe Budden Network?
It possibly could be because when she released a little clip of like where the set was at, it was definitely at WTF Studios.
Okay.
Really?
Niggas be acting like I
Oh,
know
it's at
that-
WTF. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Wheezy.
Wheezy and shit.
That's Wheezy though.
Yeah, that's Wheezy. That's not Mandii.
See, you need to see, and I don't like that either. Like
Yeah.
I don't like that either because
Alex and
You don't
Wheezy.
like it.
you
Fuck
too
it. That's
you
it.
Too close.
You too close to the ops.
Too close.
I don't like that.
And you.
I know there's more than 2 studios in New York City. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
And you with Joe.
I know
so-
there is. I know there is. I don't care. I don't care what nobody. Why are y'all still? I respect their business. When you got these are ops, nigga. You can't be
Yeah.
putting money in the ops best friend pocket. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe not best friend, but
business partner.
because they make it clear they're not best
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, yeah. But they do a show
Strictly
together.
economic.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be putting. I can't even put pocket in somebody standing too close to you. I'm not putting no money in your pocket. I'm not personally. That's crazy to me.
Nah, man.
Maybe
Especially
this is a New York mentality. She's Canadian, but
I just
New York nigga, I don't know what that's about. New York people just, it's like, we don't fuck with you, but I'll put money in your pocket. Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's hard to avoid niggas you don't like in New York.
I feel like it's so easy to, bro. I
It is.
feel like it's so many, remember you were like, imagine how many cabinets there are. Like there's so many buildings.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I feel like there's so many options, bro. And you got Jersey too on top of that.
But a lot of them buildings, like it looks like there's more options than there really is.
Yeah.
A lot of them buildings are vacant or just
And-
abandoned crack homes.
if this is by
Her little
her,
living room behind her, that shit look nice to me.
I wonder how this podcast is gonna go though, because you know it's like if she would have started this when she was still fresh at the Joe Budden, Would
Like
we give her?
new.
Huh?
Like she had just got there.
Yeah, like or
Yeah.
close to after, like when she had just started this. Would there be less expectation of her? You know what I mean? Like
Yes, and
Let's put
it would
a-
be that and for herself too.
Right,
Because
that's
it's
what I
like once
mean.
you spend all that time on Joe Budden,
Doing all that.
nice
Not having
ass
to- not having
couches,
to do it.
4K
Yeah.
cameras, nigga,
Not having
all
to do
this
the back
shit.
you
stuff.
looking at your nice living room like, what the fuck? Like this ain't enough.
Where's the
Yeah.
keto
So,
snacks?
Yeah.
It's already like you said, Lauren. It puts
yeah,
her.
puts her at like
I wonder if they
maybe a
got better
disadvantage in a
snacks.
way.
Yeah, I was
Exactly.
thinking about that the other day too.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to go make fun of these snacks again.
Shout out to Key, man.
Ian, you bought
I
these?
hope you got better snacks in there, man.
Ian, you like fruit chews, nigga?
Let's do some predictions.
Nah,
How long
them
do we?
snacks was
How
cool.
long do we think this is gonna last? Do we think she's gonna make it 52 weeks, 1 year?
I think so.
I don't think we'll see a first episode.
I'm just scared to hear her alone. That's my biggest problem.
I have low confidence on 1 year of podcasting and doing it herself. I have low confidence.
She
on
would
that.
do it.
I
She
think
would
she's
do
gonna
it
stick
out
it
of
to.
spite for
A
niggas
year?
Yeah.
like you saying it.
You said what?
She would do it out of spite for niggas like you saying it.
Probably. And
And Mandii.
better. And Mandii
And
for
Mandii.
sure. Mandii is all the motivation. I'm a
Because
nobody.
This is a 2-year.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
Yeah.
motivation right there. Mandy's the
you
one.
better not goddamn quit because
Yeah.
them tweets are coming, nigga.
Yeah.
And this is a whole like 3 to, it felt like 5-year process with her getting the pod. Like it was supposed to be one with Flip. It was supposed to be one with maybe Ish or somebody.
Ish, yeah.
The
Yeah.
fucking Muffin Man. It was supposed to be one with, I don't know, another fucking bitch with menopause in Brooklyn.
She said like video vixens. Let's watch a little bit more of this because she did say, of course, video vixens will be there, blah, 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 blah. But
Of course.
yeah,
Yeah, she said, of course.
she did.
Okay.
I want to see Corinne Steffens up there. Fuck
I
that.
want to see some cleavage.
Right.
Mel, you be acting so old. She be saying you don't want the smoke. I mean, you know, sometimes I do act my age, and then other times I am extraordinarily immature. Hootie hoo. Hi. Yes, people have asked about Gloria Velez. We still have a very good relationship, so yes, I would absolutely have her on. Hi, Nicole. Hi, babe. I would love to bring on Lunel. She's a friend, and I absolutely love her, and she is so hysterical and funny. Yeah. People are getting a little messy over here. I'm about to, we've been on for almost 45 minutes, y'all, and I cannot thank you enough for joining me. I can't thank you enough for being supportive about the fact that I'm even doing a pod and that you're, gonna tune in when we launch, which is again on November 1st, which is a Friday, Hot and Bothered with Melissa Ford. And yes, again, for some of you who are still joining me, I am clear on the fact that there are other podcasts with that name, but they don't have my following and they don't have my zhuzh, and they're just not fucking me, so I don't care. It is Hot and Bothered with Melissa Ford. That is the difference. And, well, let me not say too much. Anywho,
That's good though. Like
Yeah.
she could be all encompassing black culture female, like the Lunels, the what's that one girl from Friday? She's still alive.
Nia Long?
Not Nia Long, Craig's sister, but also Craig's mother. Really Craig's mother because she was the comedian. But you
Oh,
get
I
what
know
I'm
what
saying?
you're
Like
saying.
it's
I don't know what this podcast is.
I don't know what. I know exactly what this
Shake up
podcast
your-
is about to be.
I ain't gonna lie. The first 12 episodes might be a mess. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It might be up
I
and
think
down.
the first 12
It's gonna
episodes.
take her a while to find it.
The first 12 episodes might be a fucking
And you know
mess.
what? I think they pushed it back because she knew that.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
think it
wondering
might be
if
a
she's going to
mess.
record
Which
this
is
whole
okay.
month. If she's recording this whole month up to it,
It's time to
she
get-
might be okay.
Yeah, like
That's
just,
the only way.
Maybe.
Let's
Come on,
get some
pre-recorded.
feelers on. Yeah, or just
Let's run these
Let's-
episodes.
let's
as if
run
some
them.
Diagnostics.
get Joe to watch them.
Yeah, let's run
Get
them.
people. Let's
Yeah.
send us the unreleased ones.
Yeah.
I'll send you some notes. Because I don't want you. Please don't put nothing out that Mandii could just jump on. If I just see a bunch of laughing emojis on November 11th when that podcast drops, we
First.
know it's about that episode.
yeah.
So
And
I
it's,
just feel like she lacks a certain amount of edge.
she definitely
No.
does.
Is she?
I don't well
Not
no,
100,
she
not 100.
lacks a certain amount of edge, and I'm not gonna act like it's not. There's times where it comes out, but just not often enough, and not sharp
But
enough.
I would say
When she's by herself with girls, it's different though.
yeah, and I would say like the past clips I've been seeing of Mel, it's like it's what we've been saying for years. Like, this version of Mel is perfect for what she's trying to do now. You get what I mean?
And what do you think
she's
her intentions are?
On the pod?
Oh, like what, you
Or
said what
just-
she's trying to do now? What is she trying to do now?
Be more extroverted. Extroverted.
You fucked it
Be
up, son.
more.
I couldn't even do it no more. You ruined it.
You've been fucking up words all night.
Yeah, it's contagious.
Just being more of a brand in itself, like creating a brand for herself
Within this lane, though.
outside of just being Mel,
Right.
the girl who dated Drake, Mel, you know, the bitch,
The girl
bad
with the
bitch who's
ass
still
from the
in her
music
50s.
videos.
Like
Yeah.
she's just, other than just looking good.
Yeah.
Like, what are your opinions? What's your ethos?
Yeah, I'm more
And that's
willing
a
to see
big
if she's
problem
gonna,
because she's just started giving her opinions, and I'm just now starting to figure out her.
but standing on them and being
Exactly.
and being honest about them and not being like, because we can see through you as a podcast host when you're not giving it up.
Yeah,
It's so easy to
it's
see.
blatant.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
let
get
me
that
just
shit up,
say
man.
this. I hope
Consensually.
episode 1 there's some Mandii violation.
That'd be nice.
I hope that it's entertaining.
That won't
Save it.
Save it.
Okay, save it.
Save it. Yeah, save it.
Save it.
I hope
Just
there's
thought
some
about it.
strong
She
shots.
doesn't have many weapons, dog.
She doesn't.
She can't do her biggest punch as the first punch.
Yeah, you
Throw
gotta-
some
you gotta save it.
jabs.
You gotta save it.
Throw some
Let me
jabs.
just say this.
Stay humble, for sure.
I just pray the first episode is not all about hot flashes. That's I genuinely believe. I pray that it's not it. Please do not give me 1 full hour of hot flash conversation.
What if it's actually funny though? What if it's like
Yeah, but-
Lunel there and talking about it too? There's jokes flying off.
I don't find.
You
Lunel
don't think
that
that's
funny.
important information for you?
This is crazy.
Hot flashes, older women. That's your bag.
Chill out.
I'm not fucking nobody that's having hot flashes.
Well, you ain't getting one pussy there, nigga.
Yo, nigga, AJ said, respect my peace, yo.
He said under his breath, I ain't fucking no bitch from my hot flash.
Well, it's not that I would not. I'm just saying there's none in the rotation. You're like, I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because there's some hot 50-year-old bitches with hot flashes that I'd gladly give it up to.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I've only
just-
seen one, though, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure that there's some exist.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know.
God knows.
Well,
I'm going to pray for her, though.
You gonna pray?
I'm going to pray for
Are you
her.
gonna listen to it? Anybody here?
Well, I mean,
First
it's
day?
kind of part of our jobs. So,
Like,
yeah.
do you
praying
actually
for it
know
doesn't
that you're
sound
gonna do
like-
it though?
doesn't sound like a lot of faith.
Are you actually gonna do it though?
Oh, I'm signing up for it right now.
Okay, 10
I'm dedicated to researching.
Oh my
Just
god.
check.
Man, I'm going to subscribe to her right now if the channel is available.
I have journalistic integrity, Lauren. I
But-
couldn't talk shit about a show I haven't seen.
Shit, I can.
Hell yeah.